Good evening, folks. Big Mike Myers coming live to you from Prague, Oklahoma. Our next home game up this evening. Prague will face the Kellyville Maroons. I think that's their mascot. We got about 13 minutes left. I will open the window here in a minute and get that glare off the screen. But me and Parker are up here hanging out. We're going to try to stay as cool as we can with the air up here before we have to open that window. But anyways, welcome tonight. Again, 13 minutes until kickoff as Prague faces Kellyville tonight. Should be a fairly decent game for us. Kellyville is 0-5, and Meeker kind of put it on them earlier. But anyways, Mike Myers here, Parker Terrace Hill. We're ready to kick this off. What's going on, Parker?
Hey guys. Hey Mike. Glad to be back at home. Like you said, this should be a winnable game tonight for the Red Devils, so I'm excited to see what they can do and continue their undefeated season.
Yeah, big win last week at the rival game. You know, we talked quite a bit that day about how it was kind of a trap game, and Prague finally showed up the second half and started doing things right, not getting in trouble. So hopefully this will be a mistake-free game. Maybe it'll get some time to get some of the other people in there to play tonight and get some much-needed rest before next week.
For sure. Next week is going to be more difficult for sure. At Crossings Christian, they're a solid team for sure. I believe Jones, did they barely beat them? No, they barely beat Chandler.
Yeah, I know Chandler and Jones went down to the wire with a 3-point win.
So I believe Crossings Christians played Chandler really close as well. So that'll be tough next week, but you don't want to look ahead, to the game next week. So just take care of business tonight, which they should. So
yeah, for sure. I mean, it is high school football. Anything can happen. You don't want to overlook anybody or look ahead to the next game. Take care of business tonight, and let's get ready for a team that's going to be a little bit, one of the tougher teams we'll play. Guys, next week, I talked to the Squirrel guys. We're going to be one of the featured games again next week for the third or fourth, I can't remember. So we'll be on the Squirtle Pay Dirt if you guys haven't checked them out. They have an app, a Squirtle app, SKORDLE, and you can watch us from there, or you can always watch us again from PragueRedDevils.tv. It's the same stream, but we will be one of the top, I think, 6 or 8 games next week featured on the Pay Dirt, which is kind of like the NFL Red Zone. They have all the teams up, and whenever one of the teams gets into the red zone, they will zoom to our stream, and you get to listen to us in another way. So about 10 and a half minutes left until we start the festivities. I know the Pride of Prague is going to play the national anthem today. Trell was telling me about that earlier. And also, this is Cancer Month, guys. There's a lot of people in the stands wearing pink or the orange for breast cancer awareness and leukemia. So I know everybody's family or maybe you have been impacted in some way, shape, or form or beat it, and we're glad that you did. So everybody's out here wearing these little ribbons. I got an orange one on. Parker's got an orange one on. But it's kind of Cancer Awareness Month. I have a lot of family members that have, had that horrible disease and junk like that, and you add COVID now on it, and everybody's kind of on their toes. So try to bring awareness to this. A lot of people in the stands, cheerleaders, everybody else is wearing it too. So it's about 10 minutes left, guys, and we'll get this thing kicked off. We'll see you back then. Okay, and we're back. Again, if you're just joining us tonight, we are live at a home game from Prague, Oklahoma, as Prague takes on Kellyville. And I do believe the mascot's the Maroons. I'll look that up before I do it, but I'm 90% sure they are. Anyways, Mike Myers, Parker Terrell here with you. About 5.5 minutes left until the kickoff of the game, and the captains are already coming on the field. So we'll go over the Kellyville captains. That's number 22, Landon Volner. Number 36, Connor Thomas, and 50, Cam Robertson. And again, Kellyville is head coach by Jim Cherry. Assistant coaches Ryan Reed, Sean Thornbrew, Troy Widzanski, Brandon Rosa, and Doug Winter. Winter or White, it's a misprint. I'm not sure. I apologize, Doug. Anyways, tonight's captains for your Prague Red Devils is number 1, the floor general Trip Davis, number 55, Connor Davis, number 8, Peyton Ezel, and 17, Jacob Lee. And again, the head coach for the Prague Red Devils is Mike Hedge, assisted by A.J. Woodall, Neil Bacon, Mo Williams, Wally Newport, Dayton Garrett, and Corey Walliver. So welcome to Prague, Oklahoma tonight as we are streaming the game live. And again, I'll open the window here in a minute so it'll look better, the view will. So the coin has been tossed. It looks like Prague has won the toss. We'll see what they choose to do. They really like to defer.
I've got a text. Kellyville's mascot is the Ponies.
Ponies, not the Maroons. I can't remember who the Maroons is. Thank you,
Thank you, Mandy Cameron.
Thank you, Mandy. Somebody is the Maroons. I know they are, and I can't remember who they are. Ponies.
Perry is the Maroons.
Maybe it's Perry.
I don't know if that applies to anything we do, but I know the Perry is the Maroons.
It looks like Prague is going to receive the opening kick here as the captains shake hands, and about 3 minutes we'll get this thing underway. So we'll have to do the invocation and the national anthem, and as soon as that's done, we'll get right back with you guys. Okay, stay tuned. All right, and we're back. We got that national anthem and the invocation done, and we're getting ready for some Friday night football. Both teams still in their relative end zones or sides are fixing to run out. So, again, if you're just joining us, Mike Myers and Parker Terrell live from you from Prague, as Prague will take on the Kellyville Ponies mascots. And as Kellyville hits the field, carrying their flag and getting ready to play, they're on the far side there. They're wearing a solid white uniform with maroon helmet, maroon numbers. And here comes your Prague Red Devils with some fireworks in the background. I'm assuming that's Coach Greer out there shooting them off. Prague's got an unusual combination. They got the, we were just talking about this, Parker pointed out. They got the red shirts, red helmets, white numbers, white pants, white shoes, so kind of looks pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen this combination all season, but this, like you were saying, it really makes the numbers kind of pop.
Yep, it looks good. Like how they kind of changed up the helmets this year. I don't remember the numbers being on the side, but again, I got a feeling, Parker, this pitchfork thing is going to become a big deal. They were telling me this week, the students, that one of the ag students made that for them, and it's like solid steel. It's like heavy. So they're going to be carrying that around all the time now.
That's awesome.
And while we're sitting here, I want to give a shout out to a guy that's a pretty good friend of me, and that's what you're seeing on the field right there is the crew member, the referee crew members out here tonight lost a member of their family this last week. And I know Mike Lester was a big name around here. He was from Shawnee, but he had a lot of friends and really close friends, including Coach Greer and a lot of us around here. I've done a lot of things. I've known Mike a long time, since back to when my dad used to run the YMCA in Shawnee, and Mike was a big part of the YMCA there. He would come to, he was a part of all the adult leagues. He played basketball, he played adult flag football with us, and that's what you're seeing there is some sportsmanship by both teams getting together. And like I said, I've known this crew. I have a really good friend that works for me at the police, or works with me at the police department, that was on this crew for 15 years until this year. He kind of retired from high school football this year. You know, COVID is a terrible thing. You know, it's affected every one of us in some way, shape, or form. And we hate to see that Mike's gone and was lost way too early. So I know he was a heck of a ref, man, and he enjoyed it. He loved coming out here with these kids and doing what he loves. And if anybody ever knew Mike, man, did he love football. And it didn't matter if it was third grade football. It didn't matter if it was the pros. Mike was a diehard OU fan and a huge, huge football fan. So again, his family, all their friends out here in this community, you know, we're thinking of you guys, and if you guys need anything, you know how to get a hold of me. So
thoughts and prayers, of course, to his family.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys, let's play some Friday Night Football. Let's see who's going to tee it up for the Ponies. That's going to be number 11, Justin Miles. So again, Prague going left to right. Kellyville right to left, Prague in the all red, Kellyville in the white. We're going to put 12 minutes on this thing. Hey, guys, I'm going to try to work the clock tonight. It's going to be an issue, but maybe I can get that clock worked tonight. And we are underway. Looks like Trip Davis is going to receive the kick. Stutter steps, and he's looking for a hole, and he's still on his feet, folks, up the left-hand side. 40, 50, ain't nobody going to catch him. And the floor general takes the opening kickoff, like 80 yards to the house. And we're already fired up here in Prague, Oklahoma. Man, what a move. Did you see the moves he put on back there?
What a start.
Oh, man.
What a start.
He's unreal. I mean, if you guys have never been to a Prague game and watched Trip Davis run the football, you're truly missing something, because, man, he can do it. So what a start by Prague. Again, around 80 yards. He caught it around the 20, danced a few times, and then turned on the Jets.
Yeah, this could be a long night for Kellyville, because if they're not going to be able to stop him when the whole team has an angle on him.
Right. So it looks like Prague is going to start off by trying to kick an extra point. That's number 17, Jacob Lee out there. Number 1, Trip Davis to hold. Snaps down. The hold's good. Kick is good. So Jacob Lee punching it home to make it 7-0. with 11:45 left. I accidentally let the clock run, but I'll fix that in a second. So, I mean, we'll be back right here for this kickoff in just a minute. Okay, and we're back, and yes, I did fix the clock. I don't know why I just let it run. It's probably going to happen more than once tonight. So, again, Cooper Smith set to kick off, and we were just talking about that all last week and earlier. Change the kicker, and Cooper can kick, man. Who would have thought that Cooper could pound it down the field?
He did a great job last week.
Oh, yeah.
In Meeker. I mean, I'm not surprised to see that he's resuming those duties tonight.
Right. So Cooper Smith, number 11, set to kick it off for the Devils. Big boot, a little short kick right down the middle, will be fielded by number 6 of the Ponies. And he kind of runs into his own man and falls down just short of the 30-yard line. That's going to be Ian Anderson for the Ponies. And they will take over from about their own 28, 29-yard line.
Looks like it's going to be number 11 at quarterback for the Ponies.
Justin
Miles.
Looks like number 22, Landon Volner, is going to be in the backfield with him and a couple of other ones, kind of a wing tee, kind of a we run, honestly. So Miles is going to take it. He's going to pitch it out to number 23, I believe.
Yeah, that's Nathan Stubblefield.
And he'll be tackled by 11, Cooper Smith, and I think it was Ryan Hedge as well, number 7 in there on the tackle.
You're right, Mike. I think that is a similar offense to what we run, at least from what we've seen so far.
Kind of the 2 slot backs with the motion type situation. All right, looks like Miles is going to be in the shotgun. Is that number 2?
I think it's
Ayers,
22. Okay. Landon Volner.
He's behind him, number 2 in motion. Ooh, fumbles the snap. He's going to keep it, and bang, he's met by 3 Red Devils. That's going to be Connor Davis, Jacob Lee, and
I think it was Trevor Worley.
Worley, yeah, number 41, Trevor Worley.
Trevor Worley.
So kind of a botched play.
Connor Klein, too, I think was in there.
Kind of a botched play, but heads up by the right side of the defense for Prague to snatch it up really quick before he could get some wheels. So it looks like Miles is getting the signal from his sideline. He's got twins to his right. He'll be in the mini shotgun, we'll call it. Volner behind him. Now they're going to shift over to the left side with Trips. Prague is going to change their defense as well. So we got a Trips over here to the left. See a lot of field to the right over there. See what they do. And they're not going to get the play off in time. Yeah. Delay of game on the Ponies.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 14. Oh, they're going to take a timeout.
Okay, so they did take a timeout. So there won't be a penalty. Let me get the clock right. 9:37 left in the first quarter. Prague up 7-0. We'll be back after the timeout.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Ortho Plus is an orthopedic urgent care. If you go to a regular emergency room, you're going to be evaluated by somebody who does everything. With orthopedic urgent care and with Keith Holloman, you're getting an orthopedic trained physician assistant.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports North.
And we're back as Miles in the shotgun. Volner behind him. He's going to turn and throw a bubble screen, and that might be a backwards pass. It bounces, but that's number 23 quickly picks it up.
Nathan
Stubblefield. And he's tackled for a loss. Loss of about 4.
That was like a bounce pass in basketball. Just bounced right to him.
They did. You know, I think that would have been a backwards pass, too. That would have been a loose ball.
Yeah, they're marking it as if it was a backwards pass because that just would have been incomplete.
Right, so it's 4th and long here. 4th and about, 13, 14, Parker, something like that, 13?
13, I think.
It looks like they're going to punt. I believe that's Trip Davis back deep.
Is that, I think, Tate Tummins. Yeah, back to punt for the Ponies.
Gets it off, and it bounces near midfield just across the 50, and it'll be downed at about the 47-yard line of the Prague Red Devils. So Prague will get to run their first offensive play with 8:30. And my clock's a little behind. I'm trying to keep it up to date with the other one. 8:30 and counting still. Prague will take over at their own 47. Peyton Ezell, Trevor McGinnis, and I believe that's Aiden Alder in the backfield as Davis is under center for this first play. He'll hand it off to Aiden Ald, sweep it around the right-hand side. It's a huge hole. He crosses the 40 and the 30, and he's taken out of bounds by number 11, Justin Miles of the Ponies, after a huge first play gain there by Aiden Ald.
We apologize for the camera angle here. Where we're at, it's kind of hard to get this close sideline sometimes in view, but I'm doing the best I can.
We thought about trying to go down in the stands, but we have so many fans, it's just kind of hard for us to get in the middle of it. So Davis in the shotgun this time. McGinnis behind him, same type formation, just shotgun. Davis is going to pass it. Aiden Ald's wide open, catches it at about the 3-yard line, and he walks into the end zone with not a man within 10, 15 yards of him.
Three plays, period, for the Red Devils, and they've scored twice.
Yeah, I mean, Aiden comes out of his slot position right out of the backfield, and there wasn't a guy within 15 yards of him.
Yeah, that was just a busted coverage by the Ponies on the backside. Great play design there by the Red Devils.
I don't know why the clock is rolling, but the clock's at 7:05, and I think that's may have been something that they're going to do this game. So it's 7 minutes and counting as Jacob Lee is set to kick the extra point. See if he can get 2 for 2. That was almost blocked, but again, right down the middle by Jacob Lee. And that'll bring the score 14-0 with 6:48 and counting. We'll be right back for the kickoff. Okay, and we're back. So they're not running the clock; they're fixing it. It's 6:50 on the clock. I'll let this run down a little bit, and I'll get ours right. So again, number 11, Cooper Smith, set to kick off for the Red Devils.
Feel like we were just here.
Right, big boot down, right down the middle. Being fielded by Justin Miles. He bumbles it, but he picks it back up, and he's still loose down the middle. And tackled by a host of Red Devils.
I thought he dropped the ball. Yeah.
Oh, I think that was a fumble. No, that's number 84 for Prague. Jackson Smith.
I think I saw the ball come out. But
he kind of stripped it loose. I think it was 54 that had the big hit, Dex McKee.
Officials aren't signaling that, so.
1st and 10 for the Ponies at the 25-yard line, their own 25-yard line. And again, Volner behind Miles, and with 2 wingbacks. The other wingback is Caden Ayers, number 2, and I can't see the 5, so it's 23, Nathan Stubblefield. Stubblefield in motion. Oh, the ball's on the ground, and I don't know who got it. Oh, Cooper Smith comes up with it at about the 20-yard line, so Miles couldn't handle the snap. Looked like a decent snap. It was dropped, and Cooper Smith jumps on it.
What a play there by Smith. It was 2 Ponies and 1 Red Devil, and Cooper Smith came up with it. So good hustle on that play by him to come up with that football at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, I'd take Cooper any day of the week there. He's just an all-out go-getting hustler, man. I mean, this kid plays hard, guys, and I mean hard. And as you can see, he's a well-rounded.
Honestly, the whole team plays really hard.
He plays defensive end, and he caught a touchdown pass earlier this year. And Prague's going to get a flag here for too many men on the field. I think Ezell was trying to get off the field as number 9, Xavier Thornton, tried to make his debut tonight. As we saw him for the first time last weekend, and Parker, boy, this kid can run the ball. And
for sure. So, was that all that you were talking about?
No, Ezell was coming off for Thornton, the new kid.
Oh, yes.
So under center Davis, he's going to hand it a double handoff from Ald to Thornton this time. He's still on his feet, and he crosses the 20 almost to the 15.
Thornton is kind of like a hybrid between McGinnis and Ald.
We got a flag on the far side of the field, right next to the line marker guy. I don't just made up a word. Line marker guy. What do you call the guy that holds the down?
I have line judge.
The guy that holds the first down marker.
Oh, the
line marker guy.
Chain gang.
Well, that's I guess it's part of the chain gang. So that's actually Aiden's dad over there. I know him really well, but
I don't.
They called a sideline warning against Kellyville.
Well, anyway, as I was saying, Xavier Thornton, who just had his first in-game action last week, is kind of a hybrid back between Ald and McGinnis in that he's pretty powerful but also speedy.
This is Trevor McGinnis' first run up the middle as he trucks a guy who holds on, tackled by number 9, Cody Barnes of the Ponies, and he'll get inside the 10 or pretty close to it, inside the 15. Ball will be placed at about the 14 or 13-yard line. It'll be third and about 4 or 5.
He's a bigger kid, but he definitely brings a speed element, as we saw on the blocked punt last week.
Right. So Davis will be in the shotgun again. McGinnis behind him. Thornton's to his left, and Ezell to the right. He'll hand it off to McGinnis, and there's nobody near him. What a guy who did 5 or 6 yards, just untouched into the end zone. And that'll be Trevor McGinnis' first touchdown tonight as Prague goes 3 for 3 in drives and touchdowns to start this game off with about 5:07 left.
Just a great blocking there by the offensive line. McGinnis goes untouched into the left side of the end zone.
He looked as surprised as we did as he got the handoff and there was just nobody there. So Jacob Lee, number 17 again, going to try another extra point. He's 2 for 2, so we make it 3 for 3. Davis to hold, snaps down. Oh, I think it was partially blocked.
And he's going to be a little wide right.
So it went right again. I couldn't tell if he kind of shaked it or if it was blocked. But 20-0 with 5:07 left in the first quarter. We'll be back with the kickoff after this. All right, we're back. If you guys are just joining us, Prague's had 3 drives, 3 scores, recovered a fumble, and missed 1 extra point. 5:07 left in the first quarter as Cooper Smith boots a ball down the middle. Be returnable, caught it about the 15-yard line. That's number 2. He'll work his way up the right-hand side. And I think that was Cooper Smith that finally pushed him out of bounds as he crossed the, 30s?
Caden Ayers with a pretty solid return there for the Ponies.
Yeah, it's not bad. He's one of the wing backs here. So, man, I'm trying to keep up with this clock. I keep forgetting to hit the button. So the Ponies will take over at about their own 30-yard line.
Really, I think the only positive yards they've had in this game were on the first play when they got a couple yards.
Miles in the shotgun. Vollner behind him. That's Stubblefield in motion. He'll hand it off to Vollner, I guess, number 22, and he may have got back to the line of scrimmage, if that.
Immediately by the Red Devils first.
.440 and counting. As the Ponies getting the signals from the sidelines, they're making one sub.
4-man front for the Red Devils.
So Miles again in the shotgun. Guy in motion, he'll take it, fakes all the handoff to nobody. He's looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off by number 17, Jacob Lee. So it was a good fake, and the pass was intended for number 2, Caden Ayers, and it was just a little short, and Jacob went up and got it. So the second turnover already with 4:14 left in the first quarter as Lee picks the pass off.
He was just in perfect position there, Mike. The ball was a little underthrown, and it was just right to him.
Yeah, he was right on his hip pocket like they teach you how to do. So excellent awareness of Jacob to stay with the play. So
I also think there was some miscommunication there on the Pony backfield. Miles turned around and acted like he was going to hand it off, but there was no one there. So
Davis, the floor general in the shotgun, he's going to turn around, fake it to McGinnis. Then he's going to swing it out to Peyton Ezell there, who's close to the first down marker. So kind of a run-pass option there, something we haven't really seen.
It's a good sidearm throw there by Davis into the flat.
Yeah, and he kind of faked it to Trevor there, and then I guess that was option 1. And then the second option could have been he could have kept it and run, but he kind of got pressured by one of the ends, so he just slung it out there to Ezell, who gets about 8 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 2 here. 3:38 in the first quarter. Kind of a jumbo formation here. Trips under center. Fakes it to Trevor and then turns around and hands it off to Aiden, I believe. Old.
Flag down.
Works his way across the 20-yard line to about the 18, 19. But, yeah, we got a flag back at the 25. And it's going to be holding against Prague.
Their only negative yards of the night.
Right? I bet we get a first down.
That's going to bring up about 2nd and 11.
Yeah, ball will be placed on about the Red Devil 35, 36. 3:24 and counting. Tripp in the shotgun here. McGinnis behind him. Ald and Ezell, the backs. The fake is to McGinnis. He'll pitch it out to Aiden Ald, who gets maybe a yard here back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll give him 2 there. Ball's going to be placed just inside the Red Devil 35. I'm sorry, the Pony 35. And it'll be 2nd and about 10 here.
Interesting to see if they decide to go with the pass play here on 3rd and long. If they just keep.
Davis in the shotgun. He's looking to throw here. He's rolling out to his left.
He's got Aiden wide open.
Oh, he's wide open. Oh, and he just overthrew him.
Intended for number 3,
We were talking about how hard it is to roll out to your left and get squared away and make a good throw there. But I mean, if he gets anywhere close to that, Aiden's wide open. So that'll be the incomplete pass, and Prague's kind of got a decision to make here. You can't really punt it here.
No, you got to go for it.
And I don't think Jacob can quite kick it that far yet. So ball's placed just inside the 35-yard line, about the 34, and it'll be 4th and 10 for Prague.
See, I wonder if in that situation they possibly next time decide to run it, maybe get 5 or 6 yards, and then try to get the 4 yards on the 4th down.
So Davis they're going to do a double handoff, and it's Xavier Thornton. He's going to be close to the first down, and I don't think he got it. Oh, no, he might have got it. He had to cross the 25. See where they're going to place it. They're going to place it at about the 23, and what a first down pick up there by Thornton.
I think they needed 10, and I think he got 11.
Awesome, so 2:53 and counting.
Excellent blocking there on the right side, Dylan Cooper. And number 54, Dex McKee, there on that Red Devil right offensive line. Be a timeout.
It looks like we got a timeout on the field, Red Devils. So when we come back, it'll be 1st and 10 from about the 23-yard line with 2:39 left. Prague up 20-0 on Kellyville.
Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
A teams.
Right. All right, we're back. 2:39 and counting. Davis in the shotgun, 1st and 10 for Prague. Thornton's in the backfield as well as McGinnis. Davis is going to throw it here. Got plenty of time.
Scramble.
And here goes Tripp. Oh, he throws it in the end zone.
Yeah.
It's intended for Cooper
I
Smith.
think he was past the line of scrimmage there.
They throw a flag on it?
Yeah.
They did. That's going to be an illegal forward pass. And I'm not really sure that Tripp knew he was that far. Obviously, it's not trying to do
Hey,
that.
if I'm Tripp, I'd tuck that thing and
I don't know why he didn't
man.
run it either.
He had some space out there on the left side.
Right?
We've got an illegal forward pass.
Indeed, it will be the illegal forward pass. Good call there, Parker.
Couple of penalties here on this drive for the Red Devils.
It's going to back him up 5 yards. It's 2nd and 15.
All right, I think I got this clock thing down maybe. 2:29 left. It's 2nd and about, what, 13 or so?
15. They're calling it 15.
Davis will be the shotgun. McGinnis behind him. All to the right. Thornton to the left. Fakes it to, no, he does hand it off to Trevor. And he'll be gang tackled back maybe to the line of scrimmage there.
It'd be close.
He's hit by number 22, Allner, near the line of scrimmage.
This drive has taken up quite a chunk of time as opposed to the previous drives.
Right.
For the Red Devils.
So 3rd and about 11 or 12.
I think they got the ball back with about 6 minutes left.
As the clock is running, I'm a little bit behind on it. Davis under center, you're just going to fake the handoff to McGinnis and give it to Ald around the left, and we got another flag. Ald gets about 4 or 5 there, but we'll see what the flag's about.
Unless there was something that I couldn't see out there, I don't know what this could be because it's probably not holding. Unless Thornton was out there.
Could be a face mask or
he threw
could be a horse collar again.
Oh, don't remind me. He threw that flag pretty early before Ald was even tackled.
Let's see what the head ref is going to say.
He's
going to call
so
holding.
It must have been Thornton out there on the outside blocker.
So they're going to decline the holding penalty, and the ball's going to be, I thought he got about 4 or 5, but they're going to say he only got about 1 or 2. So 4th and 9 here. See what Prague's got in store here. We need 9. We got to get, to about the 8-yard line. Davis under center. He's going to turn and fake the handoff to Aiden Ald. And let's see, he's got some options here. He's going to throw it to Cooper Smith. Close to the goal line. They're going to get pass interference against Kellyville too, as Cooper caught it right at the 1-yard line.
It was a great throw.
Oh, it was. Hit him right between the numbers. But I guarantee you, I watched that Kellyville pony clip Cooper way early, and Cooper still hung in there and caught it. Indeed, it's going to be pass interference on Kellyville, so they'll decline that penalty. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Red Devils at the 1-foot line.
Man, Cooper was so close to being in the end zone there.
I thought he was going to fall backwards there and get in, but I guess he didn't. 1:41 left in the first.
Spotted well inside the 1. Very near the goal line.
All right, so big jumbo formation with the backs right up almost to Tripp. He'll turn and hand it to Aiden Ald going around the right-hand side, and he'll score the 4th touchdown this evening for Prague. And I think everybody's got a touchdown, right? Or no, is that Aiden's second?
Yes.
So that's Aiden's second touchdown.
Davis does not have a touchdown rushing.
Yet.
Only passing. Oh, well, I mean, he had the kickoff touchdown.
All right. 26-0 with 124 left.
I mean, Mike, we're going to be honest. It's just a mismatch up front. We're just moving them around at will on offense and defense.
Going for two here as Ezell gets the handoff, and he's not going to make it. He's swallowed in the backfield.
Tracked down by number 22.
So 124 left in the first quarter, 26-0 in favor of the Red Devils. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a second.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Score that perfect design at Touchdown Graphics just north of the curve in Pond Creek. They offer...
Okay, and we're back, set ready for the kickoff. Again, 124 left in the first quarter. Number 11, Cooper Smith, set back to kick for the Red Devils. Big boot down the right-hand side is going to be returnable, and that's number 11, Miles, for the Ponies. And he'll dive forward almost to the 30-yard line, about the 28-29, and that's where the Ponies will take over.
I believe that was 41 Worley leading the Red Devils on the tackle.
Pretty consistent field position for the Ponies. That's about where they've ended up every single drive. So solid special teams effort for the Red Devils.
We'll see if Kellyville can get something going here. 1:19 left in the first. Again, number 11, Miles, the quarterback for the Ponies. He's in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, and he's going to run it himself straight up the middle. And he's met by Ryan Hedge low and a bunch of other Red Devils high, and he might have got a yard there. Dex McKee, number 54, on the stop as well.
Thornton was in there. Connor Klein, the whole, I mean,
we do team tackle very well.
Oh, yeah.
There are very few times where you see a tackle made on defense, a solo tackle with Prague, and that's the way you teach it. That's the way you want it. You know, we want to get as many people on the football as we can. So second about 8 for the Red Devils.
Miles again. Got about 4.
Yeah, he's past the 35.
It's going to bring up 3rd and manageable for the first time tonight for Kellyville.
Yeah, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. 20 seconds left in the first quarter.
Probably going to let the clock wind down.
And my clock's a little bit behind. Let's see if they'll get another playoff here. It's 10 seconds, 9, 8. And I think they're just content on switching sides of the field. So, end of the first quarter, Prague comes out swinging and hitting people in the mouth. 26-0 is the score. And Parker and I will be back with the second quarter after this. Okay, we're back to start of the second quarter. Kellyville's ball. Third and short. We'll call it short. 3rd and 3.
Miles in the pistol.
He'll take the snap. He'll turn around and hand it off to Stubblefield, number 23, going around the left-handed side. He's not going to get it. He gets back maybe to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
I would assume the Ponies go for this here. Maybe not. They're bringing some new guys in. No, they're going to punt it. Tate Tummins, 6-foot freshman, back to punt. Davis back to receive for the Red Devils.
I've lost my clock, guys. Sorry. I don't know what it did. I hit something and it messed up.
Tummins takes the punt.
Kicks away. Ooh,
punt.
Good punt. Over Davis's head. He's going to have to let it bounce. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 20-yard line.
That was a perfect spiral punt.
It was. He hammered that thing. 11:14 in the half left as Prague will take over on about the 20.
Number 15, Tummins, with the punt for the Ponies. Going to draw the Red Devils all the way back to about the 21.
Mike's trying to fix the clock for you guys. Prague is getting ready for their, I believe, 4th offensive possession of this game. 26 to 0 with 11:14 left to go. There was a penalty.
There we go. Got it going.
It's going to move the Red Devils up to the Pony 35.
We're waiting on the chain gang down there. Not really sure what we're doing. There we go. We got her set up now. All right, Davis in the shotgun. McGinnis behind him. He'll take the snap. Fakes it to McGinnis. Hands it off to Ezel running underneath. He's got some room. He's kicking it out to the right side. He's crossed the 40 and pretty close to the 45 and a 1st down. Good run there by Peyton. He was tackled by number 11, Miles, and 36.
A lot more
Thomas.
A lot more of those misdirection runs for the Red Devils tonight, trying to confuse the defensive front of the Ponies. It's worked pretty well so far. Davis fakes a handoff to, say, McGinnis or Ald, and then all of a sudden Izel's coming around the backside and he gets the handoff. I'm anxious or eager to see if Davis just tucks it himself on one of those misdirections.
Yeah, he really hasn't taken off tonight. He'll take the shotgun snap. He'll fake it to Trevor McGinnis and keep it himself. And he's dancing around back towards the middle of the field. He'll get the 1st down as he crosses midfield to about the Pony 49.
Under 11 here left to go in the 2nd.
Again, 1st down. Clock running.
Red Devils in Pony territory. Cody Knapp for the Red Devils comes in. Split out wide.
Standard formation with Ald and Ezel to the left and right of Davis. McGinnis behind him. He'll take the snap, hands it off to Trevor McGinnis, and again untouched, still untouched across the 40, 30, and they're gonna get the receiver for the hold. I saw it. So Trevor McGinnis will take it to the house, but it's coming back, folks. I think it was number 21 for Prague. Cody Knapp is going to get called with the hold. It may have been Jayon Friend, number 15. I'm not really sure, but the flag was thrown right at the 35-yard line.
Great run up the sideline by McGinnis. Broke a couple tackles there in the flat in the far side. Grant McGinnis comes in for his brother, Trevor.
And that might be it for him tonight.
Again, only his 6th game back after missing all of last year pretty much with an injury.
And he is a lot faster than he looks, because that's a big kid and he's fast.
Yeah. They don't have the weight on here.
So Davis is going to hand it off to Grant McGinnis up the middle. He's immediately hit by number 22, Leighton Volner of the Ponies, and he'll get about a yard. That'll be second and about 4 for the Red Devils.
Just have to guesstimate. As McGinnis comes back in. He's about 6'1".
My other sheet had his height and stuff listed.
2 something, maybe.
Man, he's a big kid. I don't know, but he is so quick and nimble on his feet for a big guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he's hard to tackle.
Indeed, he is hard to bring down.
He runs up pretty upright, but I mean that's just hard to tackle. He's got tree trunk legs.
All right, Davis is going to fake it to McGinnis this time, and here goes
misdirection.
Thornton around the right-hand side. Tries to cut it back, and he breaks one tackle, and he's drugged well back behind the original line of scrimmage. Let's see where they'll give his forward progress at. What do you think? A little bit too fancy with that one? He should have just kind of tucked it up there at the end?
I think he was just trying to bounce it out to the outside.
Make something happen.
You see that a lot in football.
So it'll be 3rd and 10.
Running backs, receivers will try to bounce it outside and end up losing yards on the play instead of gaining.
So again, Davis in the shotgun. He'll fake it, and then he wants to throw it rolling around the left-hand side here. He doesn't have anybody, so he's going to tuck it up and keep it himself, and he'll be smart about it, step out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. That's going to be about 3 or 4 yards short of the first.
It's going to bring up about 4th and 4. 8:45 left to go in this first half. So we see number 6, Braden Pickard, come in.
Yeah, he played quite a bit in a couple of games. More of running the ball, but he split out here closest to us. Davis under center this time. He'll take the snap, fakes a couple of handoffs. He's going to keep it himself around the left-hand side. He'll cross the
flag down
35, and again another flag.
Down to about the 33. Ball looks like we got a flag on the play.
.38. Another hold. We're going to have to stop doing that. Because, I mean, remember we got, 4 in a row last week or 3?
Yeah.
Because I remember one point it was 2nd and 38. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was a first. So we're going to bring it all the way back to about where that play started. Not quite that far. To be 4th and about 8. After Tripp had it.
Face a 4th and 7. About their 47.
Let's see what they do here. Trevor McGinnis is behind Davis, who's kind of in the long pistol, and we're going to have a timeout, Prague. 8:38 left in the half, 26-0. Prague leading Kellyville, and we'll be back after the Coach Hedge timeout. All right, and we're back. 4th and 8 here. Davis is going to fake the handoff. McGinnis looking to throw. He's got his hell open if it's got enough, and it's picked off by Miles, number 11 for the Ponies. And Miles is up the left side, and he's going to get some of that back. He'll be tackled by a host of Red Devils at the 45. If Tripp throws that ball 5 more yards, it's a touchdown. I just don't think he could quite get it that far.
The ball just kind of sailed on him a bit there.
Stayed up in the air a little bit too long.
Really the only, other than the penalties, really the only negative play for the Red Devils so far tonight.
Right, and it's a rare Davis mistake.
Is that his first interception of the year?
I don't think anybody else has picked him off. We've had some fumbles, but I don't think anybody else has.
I think that is his first interception of the season.
So the Ponies, and a great return there by Miles as he returns it. Gets most of the yards back from the throw. Ball be placed just inside the 45 as Miles is going to pitch it out here to another Pony, and he's drugged down way in the backfield by Ryan Hedge and Connor Davis.
Connor Davis just got a hold of his jersey.
The Beast. That's his nickname.
The Beast.
The Beast.
Connor Davis just got a hold of his jersey and was not letting go.
You could see the guy was still blocking Connor and puts him on the ground, and he just would not let go of that jersey.
I'm surprised no horse collar.
Right, here we go again. We're going to be talking about that all year. So a loss of about 5 there, maybe a little bit more. 2nd and 15-ish for the Ponies. Miles in the shotgun. He's got a new running back. That's number 9, Cody Barnes, behind him. And Barnes will get the carry, busting around the left-hand side. Gets the 5 yards back to about the 45. Not bad.
Bouncing it out to the outside. The inside is just completely... So you're not going anywhere on the inside of this Red Devil defense.
So Barnes gets it back just inside the original line of scrimmage. It'd be 3rd and 9.
Davis, Cooper, Holzapple, and Klein are just a brick wall in the front.
Oh, yeah, our big guys are big-time workhorses. So Miles under center. He'll take this snap. He'll throw it out to number 23, Stubblefield. Takes it around the left-hand side. Gets about 5. They're going to call him down right at near midfield, I believe.
Ponies moving the ball pretty well this drive. Decently.
Let's see where they mark him at.
It's going to be 4th and about 5.
They're going to mark it right at the 50. So, yeah, about 4th and 5, Parker.
Haven't seen a single. Oh, we have seen a single pass, and it was intercepted. But
he threw a touchdown earlier.
No, for the Ponies.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's only thrown 1. 6:50 left in the half and counting. And my clock reset. Cool. Yeah.
Got a punt.
So, got a punt coming up here.
It's Tate Tummins. Had a great punt last time. Ooh,
and he botched it. The ball's on the ground. Oh, I don't know how he got that away, but that was a great smart move by Tummins there to grab that ball and still get a decent punt. So they're going to mark it down at the Red Devil.
Being chased there by Thornton, and I believe Cooper Smith maybe was in on that.
I'm not really sure. The 33-yard line. So Prague takes over 1st and 10 from the 33 with 6:23 left in the half. Guys, I've tried the clock thing, and it doesn't work. Maybe I don't work.
We gave it the college try, folks.
We did. Effort. I dealt with it for a quarter and a half, and I'm not doing it again. It keeps resetting, and the space bar won't work, so it is what it is. Me and Parker will just call out the times like we have been. All right, so Trip Davis in the shotgun. McGinnis behind him, standing in formation for Prague. He takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Trevor.
He's got a lot of room.
Again, just wide open on that left side. And a great shoestring tackle there by number 11, Miles of Kellyville. And that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
11 miles on the tackle for the Ponies. That's going to be good enough for Red Devil. 1st down.
Ball's placed at about the Red Devil 46, 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Prague.
These jerseys kind of remind me of like Alabama.
They do. That with the helmet? Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously a
not
brighter
quite
red,
that dark. Yeah.
But
so Davis in the shotgun takes the snap, fakes it to Trevor, hands it to Thornton going around the right-hand side, being pursued by number 22, and he's going to get it. Thornton's going to win. He's off the races, up the middle, across the 30, the 20, the 10, and Xavier Thornton scores his first touchdown of the night, going, 55 yards, 60 yards?
Yeah.
On that run, and he just flat out ran everybody up that right-hand side and cut it back.
That was just poor tackling there from the Ponies.
We got a flag down there?
There is a flag on the field.
I don't see it. Where's it at? Oh, I see it now on that far sideline. So we'll see if this is going to come back or not. An illegal block in the back is called, so this will come back.
So is that a spot foul?
It is. It'll go 10 yards from where it happened. I think the flag was thrown near the 20, so the ball should be placed close to the 30.
Still going to be in good territory here, or good field position.
But
at any great run by Thornton there. It's going to be negated by a penalty, but
and you hate taking points off the board.
Yeah, but you also have to think maybe that block was why he scored.
Very, very true. So ball's going to be placed not anywhere near what I thought it was going to be placed. It's going to be placed at about the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 Prague. 5:33 left in the half. All right, let's see what Davis is going to do here. Thornton's still in the game as the left wing back. Davis is going to turn around and hand it off to Grant McKee, who's got room around the left-hand side. Crosses the 20 and close to the 15. He's tackled by number 9 and 22 of the Ponies. That's Leighton Volner and Cody Barnes. Let's see. It's going to be pretty close to a first. I think he's about a yard short.
Give him 9 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 1 for the Red Devils.
Looks like the future is bright here with these younger wingbacks, whether it be Pickard or
Aiden's only a sophomore.
Or Aiden, and now Grant.
Let's see.
And Thornton.
Thornton's a junior. So trip under center. He's going to hand it off to Uzel going around the left-hand side. Still hasn't been touched. He crosses the 10, diving near the 5-yard line. Good smart run by Uzel, and I love his patience. We talked about this last week. You know, when he goes around that outside, he waits for his blockers to stay in front of him and doesn't necessarily outrun the blockers.
He's probably the most patient runner of the team, I would say. Ald also does a good job, but
I love how he just waits for those guards or those tackles that are pulling for him, or even a wide receiver to get out there and make a block. So 4:26 and counting in the half as we're in a jumbo formation. Davis under center, hands it to Old, going up the middle near the right-hand side, and needs a touchdown. Clayton Old, third touchdown, caught one and ran two. 4:16 on the clock, 32-0 in favor of Prague at the moment. And we're just in the last stages of the second quarter. So let's see what they're going to do here. They're going to kick it again.
Right up the middle. Just a run right up the middle there by Ald.
That's like kind of their little go-to goal line stance play there. Put those big running backs in front of Aiden and just let him run. So Jacob Lee set to, he is 2 for 3 tonight, I believe. Make that 3 for 4, and that might be the best one he's kicked yet.
Say that was probably going to be good from about 25.
Yeah, he got a hold of that one. So again, 4:16 left in the half, 33-0 in favor of Prague. We'll be back with the end of the second quarter in just a second.
Screen printing and embroidery on t-shirts, shorts, hoodies, and more. Show your spirit for your school, team, club, or special event with a custom design from Touchdown Graphics. Call 580-532-4579 or see them online at touchdowngraphics.com. Touchdown Graphics. It's good.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
The way you used to access healthcare previously, I think that's kind of out of date.
All right, we're back, sitting ready to kick it off as Cooper Smith boots it deep down the middle. Be returned by number 2 from about the 15. Working his way up the middle, kicking it out to the left. He's got room. And that may be a touchdown setting tackle by number 21, Cody Knapp, near the 40-yard line. He beats Cody, and he might go to the house. The runner was number 2, Caden.
He's been the biggest spark plug for them on offense tonight, Caden Ayers, getting to that outside. for sure.
Let's see where they're going to mark this at. They're officially going to mark it at about the... I still don't see a football. Oh, there it is. It's going to be marked at about the 36-yard line of the Ponies. And that's where Miles will shut up shop with the Ponies. Guy in motion here to take the snap. He'll pitch it to the motion guy. It's on the ground. He stumbles, and he's going to be swarmed. Good open field tackle by the number 3, Aiden Auld there. And that's number 6, Ian Anderson, on the loss there.
It ended up being a pretty good night tonight, Mike, in terms of the temperature.
Oh, it's like we said last week.
But
it's
nowhere near as humid as it was last week.
Like we were saying, like Parker was saying last week, our rosters were like wet, like wilted by the end of that game at Meeker.
Quite the humid, quite tropical.
That and Meeker's visiting stands isn't that big, so we were all kind of crammed up there. My ears still hurt from sitting right next to the band. So here we go, 2nd and long, 2nd and 18-ish, and we got a flag down.
Delay of game.
Delay of game against the Ponies. So that's going to make it even worse. It's going to be 2nd and 25 for Kellyville here.
Oh, I think maybe they called a timeout.
Well, we'll see if they move the ball. They haven't moved it yet, so. Indeed, there is going to be a timeout. So at least I think Kellyville got the timeout. So it'll be 2nd and 20 when we come back from the timeout. 3:16 left in the half, guys.
I think Ortho Plus and Calvin were trying to get patients access to him and then have the assurance that you'll be referred to the right people. That's why I think the partnership is so good.
When it comes to cellular service, why pay for data you don't use? Pioneer Cellular offers a variety of plans designed to give you the lowest prices on the data you and the others on your plan really need. That's why people all over are switching to Pioneer. Pioneer Cellular can save you money on your family plan, no matter how you define family. Do the math. Visit our website at gopioneer.com, call us at 800-641-2732, or stop by a local Pioneer store.
Okay, and we're back after the timeout. Again, 2nd and very long for Kellyville. Miles is in the shotgun, guy in motion. He'll take the snap, hand it off underneath, and Cooper Smith sniffed it out from the beginning. So he might have got back to the line of scrimmage here, maybe got a yard. The ball will be placed near the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and like 18, I think.
The second quarter has gone by a lot slower than the first
That
quarter.
first quarter took off pretty quick. 3 minutes and counting left in the half. I didn't see who the runner was for Kellyville there. So Miles again in his really, really short kind of pistol shotgun formation. He'll take it and wing it out to the left, and that's going to be a backwards pass, and that's Xavier Thornton that scoops it up, and he's going to score a touchdown. And I'm 90% sure that was a backwards pass, and this is going to stand. They were trying to throw
signal from the officials, so
they were trying to throw a little screen pass out to number 9, Cody Barnes, and it was a little low, and he couldn't handle it, and Xavier was really quick to scoop it up and run it in for the touchdown. So let's see, we've scored on a kick return and a defensive play now, as well as several other touchdowns to make the score 39-0 with 2:20.
Great awareness there by Thornton. Pick that ball up and run it in. Saw a similar play in the Boise State-Oklahoma State game.
Right.
That was called back because of ineptitude.
Jacob Lee's extra point kick. Woo! That one went over the fence into the parking lot and hit a car.
Oh, no. We're okay.
Boy, that one might have been good for 30 or 35. You know that, Parker?
Hey, if this may be a good time to plug my dad's company, Terrell Insurance, if there's any dents or dings caused by a football.
Hey, sponsor of the game tonight, right?
That is true.
I don't think anybody's going to tell us we can't prop him up. So if you guys need some insurance, go see Terrell. I think everybody around here knows him.
Oh, yeah.
So he's been around a long time. I got to meet some of his staff the other day when I went and picked up the equipment here from the when Parker and Colton did the Millwood game, so I got to meet most of those ladies in there. They were really nice. So if you guys need some of that, again, Terrell Insurance is the sponsor of the game tonight for Prague. They were doing some kind of raffle thing or something, weren't they?
Yeah, down there.
So what are they going to give?
Of course, I don't know. I just got here and came
straight up here. I think I met you. I think I met him. He said hi to me. He knew who it was. I assumed it was your dad. So
they were raffling something.
So if you guys are in the stadium or if you're at home and you just want to come up here and get in on the raffle really quick, you could do that. Again, 2:20 left as Cooper Smith set to kick it off for the Red Devils. 40-0 now, and he's 4 for 5, right? Jacob Lee is so.
And I think this one that was blocked.
Right. So he's taken just outside the 20. This is number 2 again. He's cutting around the right-hand side. And he's pushed out of bounds at about the Pony 35-yard line. So they'll take over 1st and 10 with 2:11 left in the half. And let's just see if they can get something going, or if the Red Devil defense is going to stay hot.
Probably should not attempt any more of those backward passes in the flat. It's been a fumble twice.
So
the first one was scooped up.
So if he just takes 2 or 3 yards steps forward, it's a good play. And if he misses it, that doesn't happen. So
that is true.
We'll see. We got number 22 Varner behind Miles here again. Let's see what they're going to do. A guy in motion fakes the pitch and hands it off to Stubblefield up underneath it, and he's going to lose a yard.
That's just not working. That end around fake misdirection.
Well, and anytime you run it straight into Connor Davis.
That's true, too. But the Red Devil defensive front is sniffing that out every single time.
I think if they're going to get anything going on offense, like you said earlier, I think that's going to have to be on the outside. They're going to have to try to get out wide and get some blockers out wide. That middle, like you said numerous times, Parker, it's just clogged up. And that's their job. The big men are doing their job.
It's hard to get anything going on offense if you're constantly under pressure. And that's what the Red Devils are doing.
So Miles will take the shotgun snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle to number 22, Lyndon Volner. He's not going to go anywhere. He might have got a half a yard there, so that's going to bring up 3rd and about 9 or 10. Ball's going to be placed right on the 35-yard line.
Coming up on a minute.
It's so nice that we can hear each other tonight.
Oh, yes. And so we were dealing with not only not being able to hear each other, but also the band was literally right next to us. We were screaming.
And it was so funny because
each other.
I thought something was bad wrong with the equipment, but it really wasn't. We just had it hooked up wrong. So
user error.
I know I won't do it again. Miles will fumbles the snap, hands it off straight up the middle to Volner again, and again he might have got a yard. Ryan Hedge in there from the linebacker spot.
Not quite going to be able to let this clock run down. There's about a 3-second difference between the game clock and the
30 seconds and counting left in the half.
Scoreboard here.
And we'll see.
Play clock and game clock, I should say.
Yep, about 2 or 3 seconds difference.
Probably just punt it here and
hope Tripp doesn't return it. I think Tripp's night's going to be almost done.
Pickard is going to be back to receive.
So y'all remember Pickard? He came in when we were ahead quite a bit and played really well. So
another good punt.
Pickard's going to have a return at this. Oh, and he stumbled. So the ball was caught by Pickard at the 40 as the end of the half ends. And that'll be halftime, guys. So a great start to this game by Prague as they're up 40-0. So we'll have halftime. I'll let the camera run. The band's going to march. They got a couple of new songs. I don't know. I mean, obviously everybody knows pretty much who I am, but my son is the lead snare drummer in the band, and they're going to play Stairway to Heaven. And there's another one they're doing, and I can't remember it, and Trell's going to kill me for not remembering it. But I think they're going to play. They're going to play one or the other one tonight, but he's been practicing. I know the Pride of Prague have been working their tails off trying to get ready for this next competition that's coming up pretty quick. Here pretty soon, and I can't remember the date. I want to say it's like the 19th or something. It's on a Tuesday, but I think that's regional. So if you guys can get out and make it, I'll get the date for sure at halftime.
Still at Skytook? Or is that
I think it's McAllister.
Oh. Okay.
So I'll get where the regional band competition is going to be, and
I was in the band as well when I was in high school, so.
And if anybody knows about the Pride of Prague, they're legendary. They don't really.
Yeah.
They're one of the tops. I know they got sweepstakes last year.
Yep.
I'm not really sure what the ref is doing here. He's wanting to put time. Oh, 20 minutes on the clock. Okay, here we go. All right, so we'll have the cheerleaders out here. We'll have the band come out here. I'll let it run, and you guys can see the new stuff. I wish we had a boom mic or something like that we could throw out there so you guys could hear them. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to hear them out of our headsets, so we'll let that kick off. So 20 minutes and counting, and we'll be back with the second half after this, guys.
Find out how much we can save you.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-217-0267 or visit versatilenetworks.com for more information.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Okay, y'all. Welcome back after the halftime. Pride of Prague did a really good job, as well as the cheerleaders. Excuse me. Yeah, they played some new songs. I wish we could get the audio out there because they played a really hard one. Trell was telling me about it all this week and the weeks coming up. 2 regionals for the band about how hard that song is to play, and I think they performed at excellence. But I mean, that's what it's come to be from the Pride of Prague is excellence. You know, they're a great band. Those kids work. Those young men and women work really, really hard for to get to where they're at, and hopefully they'll bring home another sweepstakes, or if not, I guess that's the best you could do. So they'll bring it over. So they got regionals. Okay, I got confirmation. They don't know exactly when the regionals is going to be for the band, but I know for sure it's Wednesday the 20th, October 20th on a Wednesday, and I'm sure they should announce it. I've heard McAllister and I've heard Skytook, but I don't think they've really announced where it's going to be. So if you guys get a chance to get a Wednesday off or go see the band, and like I talked to last week about it, I went to my first, I was never really a band guy, but I went to one of the first marching invitationals that Prague got to be invited to a couple of weeks ago in Eufaula, and it was an amazing sight to see. You know, there were like 20 bands in it, and they all played right, got there at different times and played one time. And then if you were in the top 12, I believe, you got to play under the lights that night. So we were there all night long. And it was something that I've never really experienced. Number one, those marching competitions, they tailgate better than football almost. I mean, there was tents set up, there was TVs out there, they were grilling. And not to mention all the fun those kids had. So when we came back from lunch, because we had to leave, we come back from lunch, and the whole drum lines from like 12 different bands were circled in the parking lot just getting it. And if you've never had a chance to see the movie Drumline or something like that, then those men and women were getting it. They were holding people upside down, playing the quads. The snares were all lined up, and these kids never met each other until that day. And there wasn't one negative thing that I seen that entire day. There wasn't any smack talking, there wasn't any, and they were encouraging every single band when they performed under the lights that night. They had actually made a line, like a funnel, that the bands had to, when they put their gear on, that would go down the line onto the field, and everybody was high-fiving everybody, telling everybody to do a good job. I had never really experienced anything like that, and it was really, really awesome to see, and I could not be more proud of our band. So if you guys ever get a chance to go to one of those things, do it. You know, like I still don't know a lot about band, but I'm telling you, it's one of the things that was really, really super cool to see all those kids get together and high-fiving and drumming. And I'm telling you, man, that drum line thing at lunch was just awesome. So 2 minutes and 50 seconds left until the second half. I'm going to turn this bad boy over to Parker and let him call the rest of the game. I'm going to try to work the camera. Bear with me. I'm not a camera guy, but I'll do my best. So, again, 2 or 3 minutes, we'll get this second half kicked off. All right, so we were set to kick off here, but it appears that we've lost a light on the northwest part of the field. Excuse me, so they'll try to get that back on real quick. I don't think they'll start without it, although it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
So Prague will be starting on the south end this time. They'll go left to right, and Kellyville right to left.
Yeah, coming out from halftime, Red Devils up 40-0 on the Kellyville Ponies. Mike, what are some of the things that you saw in that first half? Definitely, I would say, offensively, the Red Devils were firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, like you said earlier, our front 5, 6, 7 are hard to beat. They're big, they're fast, they're strong, and they're intimidating. And there is no lack of effort on our part when it comes to our guys, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I would hate to be an offensive line coach and have to block those front four. I mean, they're just a nightmare to block. They're almost impossible.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that we've seen all season, is the Red Devil defensive and offensive front 7, or front 5 and offense, front 7 and defense. It's a lot of the same guys playing, both sides, and they are big and they are nasty. We talked about earlier in the game just kind of the hustle play by Cooper Smith to get that fumble. That's the whole team. I mean, Cooper Smith does a great job, but the whole entire team is always hustling to the ball. We talked about how good of a gang tackling team they are, as they're still working on the light here.
But yeah, you're right. And the addition of Xavier Thornton, I mean, the kid is unreal on both sides of the ball.
Yeah,
that just adds another weapon that Prague can use to run, or catch, or like
linebacker.
Picks up a fumble and returns it for a touchdown. So, I mean, that's a huge thing. And, at the start of the year, I don't think there's a lot of folks out there that thought, Prague is going to be 5, 6, 7, and 0. And I think we have a legit chance to be 7 and 0, depending on what happens next week at Crossing Christian.
And then also, if we beat Crossings Christian, I think that we'll have a great chance of being 8-0.
Yeah, because then we go to Star Spencer.
They are here.
Oh, in here. So we'll have Star Spencer here.
So,
and it's gonna be a dogfight if Prague goes into the last 2 games of their schedule, which is by far the hardest 2 games they'll play, in my opinion. Like you said, Crossing is going to be probably the best team we've played all year. So
it's on the road.
I've had several people come up to me and say, this Crossings team is no joke. And like you said, you talked to Coach Greer earlier, and I know he keeps up with all the sports. So he says they're going to be pretty good. But if we can get past them and then do what we're supposed to do here when we play Star Spencer, 8-0 going into Jones and Chandler, which. They're calling, definitely in 2A. I know our conference or our district is the toughest district in 2A by far.
Yeah, and I was looking at the district standings the other day, and it's really not even close. There's usually just a clear-cut favorite that's ahead of the district right now, and then the other teams just kind of fall in line, whereas right now, of course, if you look on there, Jones and Chandler both have 2 losses. Chandler has a loss to Jones and another one to an out-of-conference opponent. Jones has 2 losses to out-of-district opponents, so don't let that deceive you. They are going to be a handful in conference or in district.
Well, and like I said last night, they said that Jones quarterback's committed to Iowa.
Yeah.
So we may be seeing him on TV in the next few years. So.
Well, I mean, Iowa's doing really great right now. They play tomorrow. They play tomorrow against number 4 Penn State. So.
Yeah, that'll be a great ball game. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have said that we would have been 8-0. Had a chance, or at least have a chance to go 8-0. Coming into here with like you said, Chandler and Jones ranked really high. I know Chandler's got a really good quarterback in Caden Jones too. You guys saw him a lot in basketball because he's just as good, if not better, at basketball than he is football. And those are 2 guys like we talked about last week. Our secondary is going to have to come on with their A game. In those 2 games because y'all know the Jones quarterback's going to sling it around and Caden for Chandler can throw the ball really well too.
Yeah, and that could be it. I'm not going to say it'll be an issue, but it'll be something to look out for because Prague only plays with that single high safety. Now that single high safety is Tripp Davis, who's probably going to be the fastest player on the field.
Right.
But Millwood tried to air it out against the Red Devils, only running the ball twice in the whole game, and they were not able to get anything going. So an experience against a pass-heavy offense, the Red Devils have come up sterling. But I will say this, at the end of the season, Prague will have faced 3 of their toughest opponents on the road, that being Millwood, Crossings Christian, and Jones. So, gauntlet of a schedule.
I didn't really think of that till you saw that. I mean, we might have the hardest schedule in 2A.
Yeah.
And, we're winning. So, I'm a firm believer. Our guys, like we were just talking about, can play harder and tougher than they can compete with anybody in the state in 2A. And I think if we can, just like this game, we've got to cut the holding penalties out. You get 1 block in the back. I mean, you expect at least a few penalties in a game. But, if we give Chandler or Jones or even Crossing Christian those penalties, those holding penalties, guys, it's not going to be like you're going to see tonight or like you saw last week or anything like that. They're going to make you pay for them. So we're going to have to be very fundamentally sound. I think that's probably one of the biggest things that we're going to have to do if we want to go, come out of this undefeated or whatever. But it's exciting. I can't wait to start, seeing some of these guys we've talked about all year, like the Jones quarterback and Caden Jones from Chandler. And I've got a really good buddy that works for me that his wife is in the school system. She's a principal or something. And he's telling me they got Chandler's got a really, really small, really good running back too. So they're going to kind of be a dual threat team. And I've got my camera pointed at them. We've got like 8 guys over there trying to fix the lights. I'm really not sure what's going on. But
yeah, they're efforting to get the light fixed. players are still just on the field, warming up, throwing around a few passes. It's good to see the Red Devils staying loose here. Kellyville as well, staying loose. But I know the band is off for the entire third quarter, but I would almost maybe get them in the stands, maybe get some music going.
Yeah, they always take that third
quarter. Or at least
I'm
playing some music through the PA speakers here.
And like I was telling them before you got back up here at halftime, Parker, Trell was worried about playing Stairway to Heaven. I mean, it's a legendary song, and if any rock fans out there know Stairway to Heaven, it is by far not one of the easier songs to play. And I thought they looked really good, and they played it really good. So a lot of different stuff that went on with the band then. And I was telling them that the regional competition is the 20th, not the 19th. It's on a Wednesday, and they haven't gave the destination of that yet. So again, I told them about my first band marching thing I went to a couple of weeks ago at that invitational, and it was some of the coolest things I saw. Because I mean, like I said, if you've ever seen the movie Drumline, when we come back out of after lunch that day, there was about 12 bands circled in the parking lot, and they were all just getting it. And they did it for like an hour and a half, and I know their arms hurt, but they were putting people upside down, playing the quads and all kinds of stuff. It was just a cool thing to watch.
Prague's known for their band, of course, with Miss Evie.
Yep.
But you know, like I said, I was in band all 5 years, and we were really, really successful. So it's great to see that tradition still continues. My sister is in the band, playing clarinet. So they did a great job at halftime.
They look good. They look like an army. I always say that Prague looks like an army band because they're so much bigger than all the other 3A bands that you see.
Yeah.
And what's really cool, like you said, you got to play in a band 5 years. Most schools don't allow the 8th graders like we do to come up and play in the band.
Yeah.
And that's something that Miss Evie was huge about because she wants to start them off early. I mean, if you get a chance to play an extra year of football in college or high school, excuse me, I think everybody would take it just for the experience. You know, having an 8th grader get mentored by the juniors and the seniors that have played for 3, 4, 5 years, it just makes them all that much better throughout that. And it's anything, you know, start them young. I mean, if you're going to be any good at football, I mean, if you wait till 9th grade to start playing, it's probably not going to be very good. So
yeah, and so just using me as an example, when I was an 8th grader, I had multiple seniors that were in the low brass section where I played, and that was just crazy good for the rest of the low brass section going forward, just being able to learn from them and their 5 years of experience.
Right.
And so that's just a great cycle that Miss Evie started, and it's continuing now with Miss Mall. It's good to see that the band is on track. Still working on the light fixture here, folks.
Yeah, it's not even trying yet. So
I wonder. I don't know. I don't want to say what they would do.
I do know there's a couple of parents here tonight that do work for OG&E, so maybe they'll get them and try to go out there and see if they can fix it.
There's even more people over there now.
Yeah.
Working on it. Maybe I don't think it's a power issue.
A breaker or something, maybe.
I think it may be a light issue. I don't know, because all the other lights are on.
Right.
It's just that
one. But going back to the band thing, I don't think people realize how hard it is to be a really good marching band. I mean, it's really easy to sit in an auditorium and have your music in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's easier to sit there and read your music as you play it. But these young men and women have to memorize all of that, and not only are they memorizing like the music and stuff, but they're having to march and count steps and get to yard markers and stuff like that, and it's not simple. And speaking of him, Trell's up here with me now. I might
hard
throw
to
him
read.
on here in a minute.
The drill sheets, as they're called, are hard to read. You know, again, that's where experience comes into, because there's only a band teacher and assistant usually. So you got to be able to help out the younger kids on what this means, where to step off, how many counts each move takes, and it takes a lot of work and practice right here on this field. Practicing multiple nights, getting ready for the competition. So. And
Trell, y'all look good. It sounded good too. I thought y'all did pretty well. I know y'all been working really hard on those 2 new songs. Oh, the other one that I forgot was "Living on a Prayer," right? Mm-hmm. Y'all are gonna play that too. So you're gonna hear some new music.
Classic rock.
Miss Ma threw in some. Their theme is rock of the '80s or something like that, right? And
classics.
They play like 8675309. They threw in "Living on a Prayer" and "Stairway to Heaven" now. "Call Me" by Blondie. So they've got those down pretty pat. That's what they did on this invitational. You know, they don't usually get invited to things like that, but they got to go, like I said, to Eufaula and compete with bands from all classes. They had people there from 2A, 1A schools all the way to 6A schools. Glenpool was there, Poto was there, some big bands. And another thing that was really cool is they were getting together and learning off of each other in the park, which is something that's really cool. You know, if I went to a baseball tournament, we didn't really, go around high-fiving the other teams. So it was something, a really cool experience for me.
That's what's cool about band is it's not a competition against the other bands. It's just a competition against yourself.
Yeah, it's yourself,
how well
right?
you can do.
And the judges.
So it's just a good atmosphere because everyone's just friends.
So they're still working on the light. The light went out.
I wonder, two things. I wonder if they would play this game without the light, or two, they just call it
good
40-0.
Well, I do know this because I experienced this firsthand. I was a Shawnee guy, in 5A. We went to Choctaw and we're playing Choctaw, and I don't know if it was quite this bad, but we were getting beat pretty handedly. And at halftime, some storms kind of rolled in, and they were debating on whether to keep us in the locker room and let it pass because they didn't think it was going to be that long, or to call the game. And they actually did call the game at halftime. Once you reach halftime, and anybody out there who's got my number or knows the rules or anything like that, they hit me up. But I'm pretty sure once you reach the half point of the game, if weather or something like this happens, I do think that they can call the game and it will stand how it is. So
that would count as a win.
Count as a win.
Not a nothing.
No, because I know. Well, that was back in. Oh gosh, that was back in. Let's see. That would have been what 2000, 1999, 2000, something like that.
That's when I was
can't
born.
remember if I was a sophomore or a junior, but yeah, 2000 or 99. We went to Choctaw. We were getting beat pretty handily. Some lightning came in and they called it, and it counted as a loss for us.
Speaking of Choctaw, I believe they play Bixby tonight.
Yeah, I think that was the #1 game on Squirtle tonight.
Huge
was
game
Choctaw and
tonight.
Bixby.
6A2.
Yeah, and like I said, next week when we play Crossings there, I'm not really sure it is, but I'm pretty sure it's in Oklahoma City somewhere. But we will be one of the featured games on Squirrel. I've talked to the guys at Squirrel. They had to help me with our technical difficulties earlier today with the whole headset stuff. We're going to be one of the top. I can't remember if it's 6 or 8 games, but we'll be featured on Pay Dirt. So like I said earlier, go get the Squirtle app or just watch PragueRedDevils.tv. But it's kind of cool because they'll take you around those 6 or 8 games that night when they start getting into the red zone, just like the NFL red zone, and they'll cut to our games. So we're constantly on a WhatsApp. Hold on, I don't know what the app's called. WhatsApp. Conversation with all the other Squirtle commentators, just like me and Parker.
They are talking. The coaches and officials are meeting at midfield,
and you can see it right there. So hopefully we'll have a decision on what's going to happen here in a minute. And as soon as we know, we will let y'all know.
But just looking ahead, like we've talked about a bunch of times, Crossings Christian next week on the road, Star Spencer at home, Jones. Also, I will mention the Crossings Christian game will be on a Thursday next week. It will not be on Friday because of fall break. That will be Thursday evening.
Well, I'm glad you're paying attention, Parker, because I didn't know that.
And so that'll be next Thursday night in Oklahoma City at Crossings Christian.
Our second Thursday night game this year.
That is true. That is true. I couldn't make it to the first one, but I will be at this one next week, barring anything crazy. Star Spencer the next week at home, Jones on the road, and then Chandler to close it out at home. Senior night. It's always cool. I always thought it was cool in high school when senior night was the last game of the year. It always felt so weird to have senior night and then have to go on the road for one last game.
Right. Yeah, that'll be cool. I guess every other year that ends up that way. And it's going to be exciting. Yeah. I mean, I do think if we could come if we only have one loss, it's still going to be exciting because, potentially that could be playing for the district title.
Yeah. But, it's tough to see or to say, but if Prague loses both to Jones and Chandler, that could be the end.
It's so hard when you have, especially at the start of the year because, Millwood at one time was ranked. I know they've been hit with injuries and they're not quite as good as they usually are.
Academic and eligibility
But
too.
if you had Millwood on top of their game, Prague on top of their game, Jones on top of their game, Chandler on top of their game, and Meeker's usually pretty decent as well. That's 5 or 8 Crossings, make it 6 teams. That's 6 teams in the same district that are really, really good. And like we said earlier, I'm a firm believer that this is by far the toughest district in Class 2A. And
I would say that if this goes on too much longer, they're probably going to call it.
That or we're going to be here till midnight.
Yeah, I don't think that's what we want to do.
Oh,
last
last year
want to do in a 40-0 game.
Last year, we played Henrietta here, and it was kind of like the Millwood game that you called. I bet they ran the ball one time.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a whole bunch of penalties like the Meeker game, and it was the longest game I have ever called. I don't think we got out of here till like almost 11.
Yeah. It's a good thing that Prague runs the ball a lot against Millwood, because otherwise that game would have been as long as you're talking about.
Well, and last year we threw the ball a decent amount of times. You know, after Trevor got hurt, we slung it around pretty good.
Yeah,
and
who was the backup quarterback last year? Do you remember?
Backup. Aiden Auld played quarterback for backup last year.
I wonder if that's what he'll do.
Well, Rex Geiser. He's been playing the backup. They're going to call the ball game, folks.
Well, folks, sorry I couldn't.
We were going to let Parker call it.
But
so it looks like the final, and like I said, don't quote me on this, but it should stand as a win for Prague and not a do not finish, I guess, maybe.
Or it would just be a nothing.
A nothing. Yeah. So Prague will pick up their 6th win, I believe, 40-0.
And let's be honest, I mean, I don't think anything was going to change in the second half. I think this was going to be a win no matter what. That's why they're calling the game.
Right.
So a great effort. Also gets, less wear and tear on our guys, not having to play a whole half of football.
Yeah, and that's really good. It's maybe those big guys up front that have been working so hard, Tripp, Trevor, these guys are going to get some much needed rest. Like you said, it's a short week this week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of good they'll get some recs. But, hey, guys, thanks for listening to me and Parker. Sorry we couldn't finish the game. Prague's going to be 6-0. Great win tonight, and we tried to stall as much as possible. So
credit to the people working on the light over there.
Yeah, they're still trying.
But
all right, so the final, I believe, 40-0. And, guys, like I said, Thursday night, I know a lot of people last time we were on a Thursday night, we had a lot of views because it's kind of hard to get loose on a Thursday night.
Especially in Oklahoma City. Yeah.
So, guys, we'll be there. Me and Parker got our headsets worked out and stuff. We will see you guys for a great game at Crossing Christian.
Also, last thing before we go, today is Mike's birthday.
Hello, happy birthday, Mike.
You have his number. Wish him a happy birthday.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I had a lot of friends and family call and text and whatnot to me. I appreciate it. This community is awesome, and I got a great group of friends and people around me that took some time out of the day to wish that. So, again, thank the sponsor. Parker's dad, Terrell Insurance, right here on Jim Thorpe. You guys need some insurance, go see him. They did a bunch of raffles and gave away all kinds of gift certificates and stuff. I wish I'd have won one, but I didn't. I don't ever win anything. But, again, guys, we'll see you next Thursday, and me and Parker are out. You guys be careful going home.